Texas.
Shootout.
It is a shootout. It's the shootout. I didn't know if I was going to get in trouble for saying the shootout. It's the Red River Shootout.
I don't know who makes us call it rivalry. It's the shootout.
It's the shootout, the Red River Shootout. The first time ever in the SEC these two teams are playing, and we're here, Brandon. How are you feeling over there?
That's crazy how that thing comes right at us.
Okay, you know what I said? It feels like Final Destination a little bit. Like I
That's
don't
exactly what it feels like.
I don't like that that's just swinging over our heads.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool. We're here on the fairgrounds. Obviously, a crazy day. It's the first time all three of you have been here, right?
First time I've ever been here. I've never seen anything like this.
This is crazy. And Dave,
I have no sound in my headphones, Pete. I can't hear those three people.
You can't hear us.
Yeah, that's why you don't listen to us anyway.
That's true, but I can't hear Dave. I can't hear Casey.
So, Dave, you spent the whole day at the fair yesterday.
Yeah, so ooh.
Texas fight. It's my nightmare.
What are they yelling?
OU sucks.
They're saying
sucks.
Texas fight.
All right,
OU
so
sucks.
we gotta get. I gotta get right into some questions.
Okay.
First of all, you're an A&M girl, right?
Hey, we didn't have. I know. Thank you. Didn't have to bring that up.
Come on.
He brought it up, not me.
No,
Not me.
so
that ring looks pretty up here. I know.
OU, Texas, they're each other's number one rival, right?
Yes.
Well, there's Oklahoma State. There's Texas A&M.
No, but I'm asking,
No.
is this the biggest rivalry for
Yeah.
each school, right?
Oklahoma, is this your biggest rival?
Yes, so Texas A&M, Casey was still confused on the car ride over. She's like, remember when you guys said
I was
Texas?
not confused.
You're like, remember
I was
when you
not
guys
confused.
said Texas was a bigger brand than A&M? Like, I don't understand what that means.
That was not the question I had for you. I just asked if you remembered that conversation from 2018.
No, you've been rivalry cucked. There's nothing worse than being like, oh, I can't wait for the Texas game, and Texas is like, who the fuck cares?
To
You
be
gotta beat
fair,
OU.
we haven't played them in forever, but we play again on Thanksgiving.
But
which
this
will be-
is the game,
This
right?
is
This
the
is
game.
OU Texas is
Yeah.
the game.
I wasn't even going to bring that up, Dave. I wasn't even going to do it. But I will say there are way more Texas fans than OU fans here today. Like, obviously, Texas
in
showed
our
up.
crowd.
Obviously, Texas showed up more. So, I mean,
In our crowd, yes.
In our crowd, that's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm seeing way more burnt orange. And, like, the Sooners are trying to do their little boomer Sooner thing, but at Texas fight's way louder. And I know Ev is somewhere in the crowd looking like a Texas boy.
Big Tex.
Look at that man.
It's Big Tex here. Said everything's bigger in Texas. Took a ride down to Cavender's last night. Got me some Texas trip. Little hat, little bolo time. Feeling good. I think I was, in another life, I was meant to be a Texan.
Ev was sending me videos and photos like, how the hell do I choose a cowboy hat? I was like, you just got to go what vibe you feel. And he looks like he just stepped right out of Big Tex.
I almost went with the George Strait, but this was the one. Fits like a glove. Fits beautiful. Feels
I
good.
love the Texas chance. So anyways,
So you say Boomer, and they say Sooner.
Yes.
And then you say Texas. Texas! Fight.
And OU sucks. Like, they have both.
OU sucks.
yeah, well, Texas is always a school that has the one thing, whether it's going good, the horns or horns down, one way or the other, and they become the brunt of everyone's joke. The fair itself, to answer your question, I was here yesterday and did all the food, like the crazy food. It was disgusting. Like, I mean, I tried to eat. I was doing individual scores, but, pickled pizza, gross. You had the Cheeto corn dog, gross. Everything that you'd think would be gross. It's like, why'd they put these together? They were, in fact, gross. So it was, like, hard to eat. They have good food, but the crazy shit, it's tough to get down.
You had the deep fried Oreo, too, right?
I had it all. I went through everything. And like I said, it's hard. The bacon glazed with cotton candy, like, gross.
Yeah, it does not sound like you would feel good. But we had some great barbecue today.
That was great. And these guys, I brought the hat. These guys, John's Deli, Texas pastrami, excellent.
It was phenomenal. Okay, so Brandon, before we get into the other games, I know that you're an SEC guy.
Yeah.
It still feels weird that these two teams are in the SEC. And I mean,
rivalry.
Texas is the number one team in the country.
Biggest rivalry in the SEC.
You guys, I mean, the number one team in the country here.
When I think SEC rivalries, I think Texas, Oklahoma. That's a fact.
And points, and you always think points.
One of these teams is SEC team. Texas is. Oklahoma stinks.
Wait, but they can have stinky teams in the SEC.
No, not really. Not really. You've got tough teams. You have your Georgias, your Alabamas, your Mississippi States.
Your
This is a
Vanderbilts.
man fucking conference.
Vanderbilt's a tough team.
Yeah, I mean, Alabama losing last week was not just funny, it was also great for Texas because it just reminded Texas that they are the #1 team in the country right now.
Well, it made them the #1 team
I
in the country
know, I
again.
know. So we're obviously going to get to the OU-Texas game in a little bit, but let's look at it across the country. We knew today was going to be a crazy slate, boys, when we put this on the calendar, so let's look at that. It is the high noon weekend preview. It is hot. It's like 98 degrees here, so it's time to load up the ice and break out the oversized lawn games because high noon in-zone pack is here with limited edition fan faves, pear, cranberry, black cherry, and grapefruit. The in-zone pack is a fall exclusive, which means it's here for a good time, not a long time. Visit highnoonspirits.com for your next tailgate to find a pack near you. All right, so let's get to the scores. They are going to put the records up here. We've been keeping track all year, but we're going to go right into a big game in the Big Ten. Number 4, Penn State at USC. Penn State -3.5. The over-under at 51.5. Dave, I will start with you. USC has not looked great since they played you guys.
Yeah. Well, so as the kings of the Big Ten, until otherwise noticed, Michigan guy, USC is pussy football, right? So anytime they travel into the Big Ten, they're going to lose. Anytime the Big Ten has to go to the West Coast and play soft football, they have a chance. I think Penn State actually struggles in California. I like USC to pull the upset and win today. If it was reversed, USC, UCLA will lose when they're in the Midwest. They'll win when they're on the West Coast.
Dan?
I think you had it half right. They are pussy football. Penn State can do what Minnesota did, just better.
That was at Minnesota.
I understand, but still, I think Penn State can run this ball down their throat, play good defense, and I'm taking Penn State in this game.
How do the Oklahoma fans feel about Lincoln Riley?
Yeah, so I'm taking
Just
Penn
curious.
State.
Didn't you tell Oklahoma fans that you were going to take care of Lincoln Riley for them?
Well, yeah, and here's the thing. I went to a horse race, and R.I.P. Toby Keith. I spoke with him for 2 hours after the game. This guy, if he could have murdered Lincoln Riley, he would have. That's all he talked about for 2 hours. I want to kill Lincoln Riley. And I said, you know what, Toby? My job as a Michigan guy, I will destroy Lincoln Riley and USC every time we play them. I honored that promise already this season. We will kill Lincoln Riley and USC. On behalf of Oklahoma, I will carry your torch. That's a true story.
That is a true story, and so big of you. Okay, Brandon, who are you taking?
Yeah, while we're talking Big Ten football and asking questions, show of hands, who remembers when Texas beat the shit out of Michigan?
Listen, I tip my cap to you guys. You're great. I put a $10,000 wager on Quinn Ewers to win the Heisman after that game. Jinxed him instantly.
I agree with Dave. I think USC beats Penn State today.
Yeah, I do agree. The travel. And,
I love my pick even
I
more.
know.
That's fine. That's fine.
Big boy football.
Penn State just isn't explosive. I feel like you
It
need
doesn't.
to be
They don't
kind of
have. No, they
explosive.
don't.
Going
they
two
don't.
times, 3 time zones away.
You just said that Penn State's not explosive. You have to be explosive to beat USC. Who just beat USC?
At home.
Michigan and Minnesota.
and the
I
Midwest.
understand.
You're forgetting
But
the region of the
but
country.
They're going
Penn
3
State-
hours west.
But
A lot
Penn
of travel.
State is better than both those
West
teams.
Coast.
Penn State is better than
But-
both those teams.
Plus, you've already
Traveling.
got James Franklin complaining about traveling. That's not a good omen
Yeah, no,
either.
James Franklin's a fucking loser.
Yeah, like just
He
just
is. He's a
complaining
loser.
about it. So it's just not good vibes. I'm going to take USC. All right, let's go to a big one in the SEC. Number 9, Ole Miss at number 13, LSU. Ole Miss -3.5. The over/under at 63.5. Ole Miss never wins in Baton Rouge. Brandon, obviously you got your laughs in when Ole Miss lost to Kentucky a couple weeks ago.
Ben Mintz Bowl.
They bounced back. It is the Ben Mintz Bowl. How
No
are
matter
you,
what, Ben Mintz is walking out of Tiger Stadium tonight with a smile on his face.
Yes, he is.
and he won't admit it either way.
Yeah.
But he will be smiling. So, do you believe in this Lane Kiffin team to go into Baton Rouge tonight?
Yeah, I don't like this at all. I'm just going to keep it very short, very sweet. This is the best matchup for Ole Miss possible. They're going to score again.
How can you say
they
that?
haven't scored in recent. LSU's defense is paper
Well,
soft.
hold
That's
on
why
the
LSU's
other
defense
side.
stinks.
All right, hold on real quick. On the other side, though, Ole Miss's defensive line is very, very good.
Yeah. Secondary.
LSU's offensive line is very, very good.
Yeah.
I think LSU's going to be able to pass the ball.
Maybe. LSU's not stopping Ole Miss one time tonight.
Okay.
I don't want to. I don't want to say it. I think Ole Miss beats them and beats them
All right, I
handily.
disagree. I have LSU.
Well, you have your time to talk. I have my time to talk.
I know. We're talking it out together. Supreme
But
debate.
you're using my
We're
time
going
to talk it out.
Supreme
Use
debate.
your
This is
time
like-
to talk
You
it out.
said it's the best matchup
Boys,
for him, and I
boys,
pointed
boys.
out that LSU's offensive line is also pretty fucking good.
Use your time to
They
do that.
pay those guys,
You're
too.
using my time to do that.
Can I
Okay.
say something on a totally different note? I'm sure all these rides are safe, but you're going to be a lunatic to go on
This
these
is
rides at
fucking
the
crazy.
state fair.
I want to go on
I
that
feel
ride.
like one person has to fly off that thing per fair. No?
Yeah.
I was going to ask Brandon if he wanted to ride this ride
These are
afterwards.
scary
There's rides
rides.
everywhere, too.
No, I know,
They're over
you're
there.
scared.
We're at a fair, Brandon.
Oh, yeah.
That is how it works.
There's stuffed animals and food. Where are we?
We're
at the state fair, you
big
moron.
scary ride.
But Brandon ate an entire funnel cake before we got out here.
That's not fucking.
The funnel
Yes, it
cake
is.
place
The funnel
is
cakes are
unbelievable.
phenomenal.
Fergie's, Franny's, funnel cake, awesome.
So good. So, Dan, you're taking LSU.
I'm taking LSU, night game, Baton Rouge, 100-year anniversary, plus 3.5. I think it's going to come down to the last second.
Okay, Dave?
I agree with Brandon. I'm taking Ole Miss bounce back game. I don't think LSU is very good. But this is the game everyone cares about in the SEC. Nobody
That's
cares
true.
about nothing. This is SEC football.
Yeah, so we'll save that for Dan. Dan, again, and you're probably going to love your pick. I'm also taking Ole Miss. I think
love
Ole
it.
Miss,
He's having chair problems.
I'm having chair problems.
Are you,
That's
like,
all right.
shrinking
no, I'm
right
good.
now?
Yeah, he's down.
You're okay. You're okay.
I shrunk and then I lost.
Are you good?
Yeah,
Okay, well, we'll just keep talking.
I'm good.
All right, so a game in the Big Ten that I know we are going to be at Cosm for Unnecessary Roughness later on tonight. Number 2, Ohio State, and number 3, Oregon. Ohio State minus 3.5. The over-under at 54. Dan, I will start with you.
Yeah.
Neither one of these teams have really played a whole lot of competition.
Yeah. So on Pick'em, I took Ohio State, and I think I'm getting a little bold with my switches because I switched correctly on Thursday night with the 49ers. I'm going to switch. I'm going to take Oregon plus 3.5. It's probably a mistake, but I'm taking Oregon plus 3.5. I've thought about this game more. I think this is going to be similar to the LSU game where it's like, give me the home team at night, 3.5. It's going to be a tight game. I want that official switch out there. Jack McCarthy, you're probably in Ibiza right now, but put it on my card. The switches happen. Oregon plus 3.5.
Okay, so Dave, when we got to the bus earlier, you and Ev were kind of going back and forth about this game because you're saying Ohio State hasn't played anybody.
Ohio State hasn't played anybody. They haven't played one team. I'm not sold on Ohio State. I know this about Ohio State. When the bright lights come on, they're nowhere to be found. This team likes to talk big, bad. Big games, they get bullied, punch in the face, and lose like clockwork. Oregon, who I'm not sold on either, but Oregon wins tonight at home. Take Oregon.
Okay, Brandon?
That's all well and good. Real quick, just take a quick break and wake them up real quick. Texas! Boomer! Okay, all right.
By the way, I love that guy's hat. Score from far.
I saw that.
That's like the reverse of the Big Ten run the ball.
That almost seems like an Ole Miss. The colors have nothing to do with anything.
It doesn't. Score from far.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at me in the face. Are you an Ole Miss fan?
Yeah,
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Seems like-
Oh, there's the middle finger. He does kind of look like an Ole Miss fan.
And a lesbian.
Guys like, what the fuck?
Boomer! Texas!
Brandon had to have his moment there. Okay, who are you taking in this Oregon-Ohio State game?
Here's the thing about Big Ten football. Traveling west doesn't really matter. When you have a team as good as Ohio State, it doesn't matter if they're going after the West Coast. They're killing Oregon tonight. Ohio State minus 3.5.
Okay, and we know our guy Ev is going to be wearing his Ohio State jersey tonight when we are at Cosm. So, Ev, how are you feeling about this big-time matchup tonight?
I'm feeling great. I'm confident. We're going duck hunting. Listen, defense travels. That's going to be the story of this game. The Ohio State defense is going to squish Oregon. Dylan Gabriel stinks. Said Ohio State by double digits. Book it.
Yeah, he said double digits to you, and you said absolutely not, right?
Yeah, I'm not sold on Ohio State. I can't remember last time they won a big game.
Yeah, I'm going to take Oregon. I've been on Oregon before. I know they haven't looked phenomenal. Dylan Gabriel hasn't looked great. How do you guys feel about Dylan Gabriel?
He's not great.
Terrible.
I bet on him last
I
week.
didn't
They're
know.
clapping. They like
I
him.
know.
OU likes him.
Yeah,
They don't really care. They ran him out of town for Jackson Arnold, who then you then ran out of town. You guys are a bunch of assholes.
By the way, I think the guy Jackson, I got contacted to bring him to Michigan. I said, I don't want that guy.
No.
He stinks.
No, they gave up on him too early. He's fine.
Yeah, but you don't think he would be good at Michigan?
We don't want him.
He's a five-star quarterback. They got a bad offensive line, no receivers, a bad coach, and then they blame it on the
That's
quarterback.
not a good combo. That's not a good combo.
Yeah,
Texas fans, you know I'm right about this.
yeah. No, I have a feeling that when we get to this game preview, you're going to have some things to say about Venables, but I'll save it for then. So let's go to the Powerade trivia with Brandon Walker. Like I said, it is so hot out, so obviously that Powerade over there probably tastes pretty good.
That and I have my Powerade, my cool towel right here.
Jerry Tarkanian over there.
Yeah, Katie Stats has brought me multiple cool towels, and I appreciate that. Here's your trivia question. It's very easy. Very easy. The last time these two teams played, and one of them was ranked number 1, the year was 2008. Who were the two starting quarterbacks?
Oh,
You.
that is easy. Sam Brat. Yeah. And
You. No. You.
Bradford and McCoy.
Lesbian. You.
He said it. He got it right. He said Bradford and McCoy.
Well, that guy got it right, and that guy got it right, and Neckbeard got it right. It is Sam Bradford, Heisman Trophy winner, and Colt McCoy. Those were the two quarterbacks.
So while I do this ad read, why don't you take a little sip of that Powerade? Cool
will.
yourself down. We need you to stay healthy, and obviously the college football landscape has changed a lot. So there's the NIL deal, social media, the transfer portal. There's never been more distractions
this
for
is
an
crimson
athlete.
to you? Okay, all right.
Powerade knows what's important, and that's the commitment to the game with 50% more electrolytes than Gatorade Thirst Quencher. Hydrate your grind with Powerade. Grab a pack today on Amazon or at a store near you. See product label for additional details. It takes more. Brennan, are you okay? I just want to make sure you're okay. I know the heat's too much.
I'm okay. We're in the shade. I'm fine.
Okay,
I'm
I just
fine.
wanted to make sure the Powerade has
fine.
got you covered. You're going to pass out.
No, I'm good. Are you guys hot? Are you okay?
Yeah, they're born for this.
This is Texas weather.
Yeah, they're born for this. I just want to make sure you're okay. I'm glad Katie's here to keep you all right. Okay, it's time for the Roback Dog of the Week. As always, we are wearing Roback. Dave, you have the
This is unbelievable. It's an actual Big Texas State Fair of Texas shirt.
Yeah,
It's
red, white,
amazing.
blue. It's phenomenal. Got the custom. Brandon's got the Longhorns on there.
Yep.
I got as neutral as I possibly could, and Dan, you're pretty neutral
I look
too.
like I'm a Penn State coach.
You're wearing
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying as far as the
'cause I'm betting on
Roback goes.
Texas, yeah.
They are fresh. Roback is fresh off of the release of their licensed collegiate collection. You can custom design polos, hoodies, quarter zips for all your favorite schools. Roback is becoming the go-to for game day apparel. Use code football for 20% off at RHOBACK.com. That's code football, and make sure to check them out because if you're a college football fan, you wear Roback. All right, Dave. Who is your dog of the week?
So I had to go with the Vanderbilt quarterback, Diego
Diego
Pavia,
Pavia.
which was an obvious choice, but pulling that upset against Alabama last week, absolute nails. I also appreciate the fact after the game, he gave his Disney World speech. He's like, what are you going to do? He's like, I'm going to Barstool to get fucked up. And he did. He went to our Nashville bar and partied. So absolute awesome performance. Alabama kind of stinks. So Texas is the new kings of the SEC. It's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Okay, Dan?
Well, I also had Diego Pavia as my dog of the week, so I got to think fast. Oh, Travis Hunter. He should be the Heisman. Everyone should vote for Travis Hunter. If you have someone, you know someone. Listen, Quinn Ewers could have won the Heisman. He missed 2 games. You can't miss games and win the Heisman.
We know he's
all right?
back today.
I think
It's
you
Travis
can.
Hunter. No, you can't.
I think you can.
Dave,
Well,
40-1 says you can't.
Does it concern? I mean, listen, I'm a Travis Hunter person too, but I mean, if Quinn misses a couple games and comes back today, has a crazy
Doesn't
game,
matter.
Travis
You
gets.
can't. No, he's out. He's
okay,
out.
okay.
Sorry, he's out.
Well, there's also Ashton Genty, but that's all beside the point.
No, Genty doesn't. He's playing bums.
No, listen, I am a Travis Hunter person, but Genty is there. Okay, go ahead, Brandon.
All right, so the graphics department's going to hate me because I'm going to switch to right here in the moment. I'm going to say my dog of the week is Jackson Arnold. He doesn't deserve what you guys did to him. He is a big-time, talented quarterback. He's going to land somewhere, and he's going to win a conference somewhere. And you guys are pieces of shit. You don't even believe in this quarterback you're starting today. Do you believe in this quarterback? You're a liar. You're a liar.
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 Wait, was your dog Diego as well?
No, it was Jackson Arnold.
Oh, but what was it originally?
It was Tennessee for losing to shitty-ass Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair. Okay, Ev, your dog of the week.
So listen, my dog tonight, I got a pick for the people. The talk of the town, Ashton Genty, Boise State, late night tonight on the island, Hawaii. Take the points. Hawaii makes it a close game. The Rainbow Warriors can be Hawaii in the points. That's the dog of the day.
Plays too late in the day to win a Heisman. Okay, I'm sorry. That's just how it works.
You're just going to keep singing this until you can't anymore.
Listen, when you got a 40-1 ticket and it's all the way down to 3-1, you got to just keep hammering it. Travis Hunter, Heisman.
I was also going to have Diego Pavia as my dog just because, like, not even just the Barstool stuff, but after the game, he's, like, talking about how, you know, like, God, like, gave him a vision, and then he's saying, like, we're fucking turnt and all that. A person that I don't feel like is getting as much credit, which he should, is Clark Lee. I mean, he just...
I thought you were going to say God is not getting enough credit.
Is
He
God...
gets plenty of credit. We're in Texas. God
That's
gets credit.
also one of those things where, like, God definitely is a Bama fan. They've won 1 million national titles.
Whoa.
I don't think that...
No?
You can't say
No,
that in Texas.
all right.
Whoa.
I don't know. I'd make the argument God might be a Bama fan.
I do think... I mean, I've been told that the whole
I'm just saying facts.
the state of Texas is God's country.
Yeah.
That is true. Not Alabama. They're never going to... Brandon, you want to lead a Texas fight?
Texas!
All right, let's get to the proper picks presented by Proper Number 12 Irish Whiskey. These are our best picks of the week. And just real quick before Dan does that, look at the standings. Ev, 1-5, Big Cat, 2-4, Brandon, 3-3, Dave, 4-2, and I am 6-0. So Dan, go ahead.
All right, so proper number 12, my favorite. I'm going to pour myself one, but here's what you got to do. We've got the all-new proper pre-game, which is the first ever Irish Whiskey Party Bucket. This is perfect for the tailgate. I don't know if I can throw this out because I got to check your ID first. But listen, it's brought to by our friends at Proper Number 12. The Proper pregame has 6 shots in this bucket of original Proper 12 Irish whiskey and 6 shots of Irish apple. It's the perfect thing to bring to your college football tailgates, house parties, and of course pre-games. Pick one up today, Proper Number 12. Pour the roar. It's the best whiskey in the world, folks. And you show up with this, you're the life of the party. This is how you show up to a pregame. So I'm going to take my shot of Irish apple.
Cheers.
Yes, that is delicious, delicious.
It even hits in the heat, right? I know we're usually at like a cold weather place. It hits in the heat.
It's the best. My proper pick this week, I'm going to take UCLA. I'm going to take UCLA.
I like UCLA.
UCLA +4 at home against Minnesota. That goes counterintuitive to my Penn State pick, but I don't care. Minnesota off probably the biggest win in PJ Fleck's career at Minnesota, beating number 11 USC. Then they got to go all the way to the West Coast, play a team that probably isn't that good, but been a little bit saltier than we've expected, so I'm taking UCLA.
All right, Dave?
That's my cross-country theory. I am taking Kentucky -13.5 at home. Vanderbilt obviously coming off the huge win. I think Kentucky is so sneaky. They almost beat Georgia. They did beat Ole Miss. Their defense is very good. I think they absolutely slaughter them. This is where I want to be number 1 in the world today. Number 2 would have been Lexington for a little Keeneland action in the game at night. I like Kentucky.
All right, Brandon?
Yeah, it's Ole Miss -3.5. Move on.
Oh, my
God.
God.
It's my favorite play of the day. I think LSU is kind of trash.
Take a shot of whiskey
Yeah,
for that.
give
Take
Brandon a
of
shot
Proper
right
Number 12
now.
for that. You need one
Brandon,
for that. Oh,
this
boy.
is going to be a disaster.
You're going to take Ole Miss.
I'm taking Ole Miss.
Take the shot for that.
Shot,
I tell the truth.
I cannot believe that this is
Take
happening.
the shot. Ooh! Yes. That's
Texas!
You took that better than I thought
Yes.
you would. Okay,
It goes down smooth.
Ev, your proper pick this week.
Brand's a fucking traitor. My pick's LSU +3.5. This is the Garrett Nussmeier coming out party. Incredible quarterback. Brian Kelly off a bye. They win at home today, but I'll take the 3.5 points. LSU wins. LSU.
I feel like Brandon, it's going to be upsetting to you because if you do lose this, you're going to be like, this is what I get for betting on Ole Miss.
I'm going to be honest, Casey.
Okay.
It bothers me that I'm 3-3, and I feel like I've been doing pretty good, and you're 6-0. So I'm trying to chase you down.
Okay.
And if I got to go against what I want to have happen for what I believe is going to happen, I'm going to do it.
So do you think that Clemson's going to cover 20.5 tonight?
Well, they're playing right now, aren't they?
Or
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they are playing right now. Well, that was my pick.
It's a little late to give it out.
You
Well,
can't
that-
pick
was
out.
A little late to give it out in the third quarter.
Hey,
When
listen,
they're up 14.
listen. I picked it. I put it in yesterday. Clemson -20.5 versus Wake Forest. I don't know if the producers realize that or not, but that's what I
All
said.
right, I'm switching my pick. I'm taking Arizona State money line
Yeah. Yeah.
against
Listen,
Utah.
I put the pick in. Nobody said that I couldn't. Okay, fine. You want me to?
Yeah,
should I
you got to do a new pick. The
Okay,
game's already started.
Colorado +4. Are they
3.5.
Okay, I'll take Colorado +3.5. Then I think they're going to beat Kansas State.
Whoa.
Why did I get booed
I
for
have no
that?
idea, but I wanted to do
That
it.
is a weird thing to boo in
It's
Texas.
Dion. People hate Dion.
Travis Hunter.
People
Travis
hate
Hunter.
Dion. What does that take?
He hates Dion.
No, people
He
do.
does.
People,
No, I don't
he
think
hates
so.
Dion.
you don't think people hate Dion
I
Sanders?
mean, yeah, everybody
they
has
do.
haters. I hate Angel Reese. What are you going to do? People have haters.
So why did you fight back when I said people hate Dion? That was weird.
If you
You
don't,
hate Dion.
Well, to say it, look, everybody has some haters. Like when you say like people hate Dion, that means the majority of people hate him.
I don't know that that's what that means.
Yes,
People
it
hate
does.
Dion. There, every crowd we're at, there's some Dion haters.
there's
That's just
Dion
the truth.
haters everywhere. There's Brandon
That's what
Walker.
I just said.
There's Brandon Walker's
Yeah, no, but
haters
when you
everywhere.
say it like you said it, it implies he's a generally hated figure.
Art, tell me the truth. Are they being fucking stupid right now? Yes. Okay. Thank
No,
you.
they're saying you are.
You
They're
are.
pointing at you. To be fair, we all have haters, but I mean, Dion does have a lot of haters.
I like that pup I got when I said I didn't like Angel Reese. Yeah. That was a good pup.
Yeah.
I may put that in my back pocket because I really don't like her.
We were talking about that earlier. It's like, how much are you going to go after? Okay, so let's go to the Uber One top 10s. This fall, Uber One has debuted a fantastic new program for students. Uber One for Students gives college students all the benefits of the regular Uber One membership at half the regular price, just $4.99 a month. The benefits include $0 delivery fees, up to 10% off Uber Eats orders, even more.
Spider!
Yes, Spidey! 6% Uber cash back on Uber rides. Get additional daily free items and discounts from your favorite brand. Sign up now at Uber or the Uber Eats app and get 4 weeks for free. And Spider, look what you ordered on Uber Eats, a turkey leg. Brandon, there's 2 turkey legs in there.
Oh, boy.
And it's from the same place that Dave, that you got the
I had
shrimp.
the turkey leg yesterday. I wound my entire. This was the most normal thing I had. The turkey leg.
Brandon.
Turkey leg is standard, fair food.
Spider Uber one, Brandon
Put
and
the
Dan.
bag on the table. Put the bag on the table.
Yeah, make sure you have the bag up there.
Sorry.
Here we go. Right here.
You got to keep that. So Brandon, take a nice big bite of that.
We'll take-
Oh my God.
There it is.
The man's the guy.
Oh, yes. That's good turkey leg.
I mean, is that the most favorite thing at the fair, right? It has to be. Okay. So today we're doing top mascots, and Dave, I will start with you. So
This was a tough one.
This was a tough one for you.
Really tough
Okay,
one.
so go ahead and unveil your top 10 mascots of all time.
And go.
I'll go first.
All right, so we're going with the Irish leprechaun. I don't like them. Who the hell's booing? There's no way. Listen,
You're not
Texas
number
is
one.
booing.
You're not number one.
Uga is the best mascot in the country. Bevo, I put Bevo at number 2. I have to see the schooner today. It's the number one reason I want to go into the game. See the Boomer Schooner. I watched the clip of the Boomer Schooner flipping over on YouTube like 100 times a week.
Incredible clip.
So I'm
Incredible.
very excited to see what you have. I think it's a Ralphie. I like live animals for the most part. Stanford Tree,
How did
Sebastian.
You missed one of the biggest live animals.
Who?
We'll do mine.
Yeah, I mean, I assume it's
How do you not have Mike the
Mike the
Tiger
Tiger.
on there?
I don't like Mike the Tiger.
Why?
The Tiger. So
I don't
got
like Mike the
I got
Tiger.
Ralphie 1, Bebo 2, Mike the Tiger. Traveler, the white horse that USC has is awesome.
Oh, I forgot about
Bucky.
them.
Otto the Orange, Sebastian, Uga, Stanford Tree, and Big Red, the Western Kentucky guy.
No,
He, looks like
no
crazy.
Boomer Schooner
No,
from Dan.
that's not a mascot. It's a
not
fucking cart.
It's
No,
a
that's
cart.
a mascot.
No, I mean it is, but it's not a soon. Yeah, it's not.
it's not a mascot.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Brandon, go ahead.
The horse. Yeah.
It's
Ramses.
a big ass, North Carolina. It's a big ass.
Ramses.
Yeah, that's a badass.
on.
Have you seen the nuts on that thing? I got Bevo number 1, big ass Longhorn. I got Ralphie 2, Mike the Tiger. I got Bully, I got Smokey. Uga is obese and overweight. It's a terrible mascot. I got Renegade instead of Chief Osceola, same thing. And I got Sir Big Spur from South
Wait,
Carolina.
is the Oklahoma fan saying the horse's name is Boomer?
There's 2. It's Boomer and Sooner.
Yeah, so that's a mascot.
Yeah, but you said the schooner. You said
It's
the actual
what-
wagon.
it's like
That's a wagon.
No, it's like Megatron. When they come together, it's this huge thing. Boomer Schooner.
How,
That falls
I got a
over.
question
That
for
falls
the
over.
horse and the schooner.
It's not
and
the
then,
Boomer
falls
Schooner.
over.
It's the Sooner Schooner.
For Oklahoma fans, though, like every time they come out, you got to be so nervous they're gonna flip because that one time they flip,
guy
it's
says
like
no.
it's just a meme
I think
forever.
Shit happens, right? You know,
Yeah.
shit happens. Okay, I mean, my whole thing with mascots, you've either got to be a really cute dog or a gigantic animal. So you guys are gonna.
Ooh.
I mean, Reveille is gorgeous,
No
but I
one
got
gives a
Bevo up
fuck
there.
about that, Tom.
I get
That's
no
a
fuck
regular
you.
dog.
No
Fuck
one
you.
does.
No, it's not. Okay, so I've got Mike the Tiger, Ralphie. I have Bevo. I also have
I don't
Juice
even know
Skiffin.
who Dubs and Husson is.
Well, Hudson's ODU, Dubs is Washington. They're dogs, Dave. They're live dogs. That's like a tiny little, like a golden
Hudson?
retriever
What
puppy.
is Hudson?
Hudson's a little like golden lab
For
puppy.
who?
Old Dominion.
Get out of here. This is
said-
the A&M
Oh, you
girl.
got-
We're
They
going
said
Old
me-
Dominion.
Wait a
I
fucking
What are
minute.
we
I got-
Wait a
doing?
fucking minute.
You
I
got
got
Lane
Bevo.
Kiffin's dog on
Kiffin.
there?
I got Bevo on there.
You
What
got
do
Lane Kiffin's dog
That's
on
Lane
there?
Kiffin's dog.
Yeah, it's a mascot.
No, it's not.
It's a mascot.
no.
This is what sets back Texas A&M 100 years.
Yep.
What are you
This
talking
list.
about?
That's not a mascot.
You put a wagon on yours. That's
No,
a
the
mascot.
Boomer
You're
Schooner.
not-
You
It's
didn't
not
even know
called the
that.
Boomer Schooner. It's called the Sooner Schooner.
First of all, I will say this: if I wasn't an Aggie, Bevo would be number one.
No,
Bevo is
listen,
the best
listen,
mascot.
no,
It's-
no,
it is.
Casey.
It's true.
Casey,
it's true, but
you're
I
not
can't,
even- you're not
I
even-
can't say that because of the horns. Like I can't do it. But like unbiased, Bevo is.
You're not
equal.
even playing in this game, and you somehow have Texas A&M taking a loss. Like that's crazy.
I didn't bring up A&M. Dave did earlier.
No, Reveille.
yeah.
Well, I have to put my dog first. But Dave was the one that brought it up. Beside the point, you have to be a live mascot for me. Like a Bevo is very awesome. Okay.
I saw a police parade with Bevo go by me when I landed
Yes.
down. I was in awe. I was like, oh my God, Bevo.
To have like the hand signal, which I'm obviously not going to do, but like to have an animal with the horns and to do the horns up. I mean, that's fucking awesome. I can admit that. I don't like to, but I can admit that. Okay.
Does anybody in Texas want to go to A&M before Texas, or you just don't
Yes.
get in? No, they're saying
It's-
no.
Well,
They're
they're
saying you
obviously
get
gonna
rejected
say
at
no.
Texas and you go to A&M.
No, that's not true.
That guy's
That's
saying
not
yes.
true.
That's exactly
That's
what
not
happened.
true. This is not about A&M's not playing today. Why are we talking about them?
Because you went to
Reveille,
A&M.
number one.
Reveille is a pretty dog. That is true. And also, Bevo is fucking awesome. Okay, let's get to the high noon game of the week. The reason that we are all here for the Red River Shootout. Texas and Oklahoma. We know that this is a very heated rivalry. And we've talked about this all week. We talked about on the show last week that this is one of those games where you can kind of throw the record books out, right? Usually a pretty high-scoring game, which is why it's called the shootout. The line has been moving. It's Texas minus 17. The over-under at 48.5, which seems pretty low. Who wants to start? Okay, Brandon, go ahead.
I'm going to be very delicate here. One of these teams is good, and one of them fucking sucks. One of them has a good quarterback, and one of them fucking doesn't. One of them has a good coach, one of them doesn't. One of them has an offensive line, the other doesn't. Texas!
Not only does one team have a better quarterback, one team has two really fucking good quarterbacks. Because,
Yeah.
if you have Quinn Ewers and then just, Arch Manning backing him up, you're in a pretty good position. So, Dan, who are you taking?
Yeah, listen, everyone's getting confused because obviously the Red River Shootout, usually it's a tight game. The team that's not supposed to win can sometimes win. This one is going to be an absolute destruction. Slide that line. Take Texas minus 28. They're going to fucking kill Oklahoma. Oklahoma can't do shit. They can't do shit. And Arch Manning's going to score. They're going to have a goal line package for him.
Okay, Dave?
Here's what I love. You see this line that's going 14, 15, 16, 17. Every Tom, Dick, Harry, moron without a brain. Moron left, taking the Longhorns, not so fast. I like Oklahoma. I don't know that they're going to win it. They're going to keep this game close. And all the morons who think it's that easy, it's never that easy in this game. I'm taking Oklahoma. Boomer! Boomer!
There are way more Oklahoma fans here than I thought. Okay, so this is where, I wish that the over was a little bit higher, just I love to see points. As I am going to take the over. I don't think Oklahoma is very good, and this is how you know I'm unbiased. I'm taking Texas, and I think Texas wins easy.
No.
I do. I think Texas wins easy.
It's never that easy.
It is that easy.
It's never as easy as it seems.
It is.
It's never
It is.
that
Sometimes
easy.
it's easy.
It is. This
Every now and then it can be easy.
It can be, and this Texas
Not when you
team,
think it's going to be easy.
Yeah, true.
This Texas team is not just the number one team in the country because Alabama lost last week or Tennessee lost last week. They are the best team in the nation right now. They're going to beat the shit out of the rival. First game in the SEC. I am also going to take Texas in the over. Ev, who are you going with?
All right, I thought about this. Legendary national title winning head coach, Mac Brown, he said something like this. If you want to act, you go to Hollywood. You want to sing, you go to Nashville. If you want to play college football, you go to Austin, Texas. Now, the party left out
Or you want to be a hippie.
is that every fall, you hop on I-35, head to Dallas, and you whoop some Booner Sooner ass! Texas, big Texas, so route. Brandon said it all. Oklahoma stinks. Texas good. Texas big.
This should be
Big
making
time.
you guys all
Lay the
very
points.
nervous.
Yeah, no,
What-
it does.
What should make us nervous?
All you people, you're like, oh, so easy, so easy, so easy. It's not. If it's
Yes.
that easy, it'd be 21 the spread. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
but-
Oklahoma's sneaky today.
The rivalry games are always weird, but this Texas team is just so much better. So I understand what you're saying. Okay, anything else, Brandon? I know you're the SEC guy. Tell these people what it's like to be in the SEC.
I don't really have to because, A, it's really hot here.
And
You're gonna
he's
watch the-
he's like
Yeah.
a basement. He doesn't really belong to the SEC.
She asked me a question.
Texas is more in the SEC in 2 months than Mississippi State ever was.
Well, welcome to the SEC, I guess.
How
is
can he
more of what-
explain a big game environment in the SEC when
I'm
Mississippi
sorry,
State...
we went to number one just 10 years ago. Texas!
All right, so next week we will be in Indiana for Nebraska at Indiana, but this was awesome. I'm so glad that we came down
Nothing
here.
like it.
Nothing like. So are we going to be coming back to Texas anytime soon?
I'm here all the time. I was here not too long ago. What was I here? Oh, the Celtics beat the Mavs. I was here for the national championship. I was in Houston when Michigan won the national championship. I basically live in Texas now.
All right, well, Brandon, before we head out of here, you want to do some Texas fight?
Texas! Texas!
Boomer! Boomer!
All right, guys, thanks so much. Go have fun. We love you guys.